Hey guys, so today I want to talk about what AD carries are good with Leona and what AD carries are bad with Leona and why. So I could say to you Virus, Corki and Graves are good with Leona and I wouldn't get looked at strange, but what is the reason behind this? Just for reference, when I say bad or good, it doesn't necessarily mean that a certain carry doesn't work with Leona or a certain support doesn't work with a certain carry. It just means that they would work better. These carries would work better together. For example, you could play Graves with Soraka, or you could play Graves with Leona. Both lanes work good. He's a versatile champion. However, playing Vayne with Leona would not work too well. Go try it out in solo queue. I can imagine you wouldn't have a good time. But back to the original question. Why are these three carries good with Leona? Of course, there's other good carries with Leona, such as Twitch, and I could go on forever, but just as these three. Well, they all share two things in common, which is burst and good early game. So those are the two main characteristics you really need to have when picking an AD carry with Leona. So let's talk about some carries that aren't so good with Leona. What do all three of these have in common? Well, they don't have burst. That's what they have in common. And Vayne and Kog'Maw both have bad early games, which don't really synergize too well with Leona. Like, once again, I'm not saying you can't play Leona with Vayne, or you can't play Leona with Cog. I'm just saying, in an ideal situation, Leona would not be the best support to pick with those AD carries. And I'm sure you guys can appreciate that being the case. So specifically, Twitch and Corki are actually really great with Leona. Leona's passive, basically, whenever she damages an enemy with any one of her abilities, then it adds a Lux style stack onto the enemy, and then an ally can explode it. And this really specifically works well with Corki's E and Twitch's passive, simply because they're dots, and you can do Leona's full combo fairly quickly, and you end up missing out on some of the stacks from her passive, because the carry is not able to get the damage off quick enough, simply because he can't get auto attacks off that quickly. So champions like Corki and Twitch, who have like damage over times, like his passive and Corki's E, really take advantage of Leona's passive really well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope I've given you a little bit more insight into Leona. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and if you have any questions for me, just leave one below and I'll try my best to answer them.